We're continuing our series today on the different loan options for small business. We're going to start a deep dive into the PPP, the Payroll Protection Program. This first video is going to be a high-level review. First thing I want to hit you from right from the beginning is this is not free money. I know that phrase is out there. That is the wrong way to look at this. Think of this as money you're holding in trust for your employees and your operating funds that you then have to prove later that you spent it correctly to get forgiven. So do not think of this as free money. It is not going to be as simple to get it as forgiven as has been reported at times. Trust, holding funds in trust like this, think of it as a retailer or a restaurant. When you go and you buy a meal or you buy something at a retailer, you pay sales tax. Now, that you are, as the purchaser, is giving extra money on top of the item you're buying for the sales tax. The retailer themselves is holding those sales tax funds, which are not theirs, in trust is how it's called, to then hand over to the particular state or locality later for the tax. Think of this money the same way. You will be much safer as you go through this process if you really keep in mind this is not free money, nor is it yours, because it's how the intent was for these funds. Number one, the intent of the PPP is to keep employees on payroll. Number two is to rehire employees you laid off or furloughed. And number three is to pay for specific expenses. And that's not just payroll. It can be utilities. It can be rent. It can be mortgage interest if you're going to get it forgiven. You are allowed to use these funds on other things than what I just listed off, but you're going to find that you're not going to qualify for forgiveness if you use it for anything else. And that's going to come back into play when you have to pay those funds back. So keep that in mind. Next part of this, should you take the money? Absolutely. I mean, what's the worst case? You just pay it back and you just charge the interest because you didn't need it. So definitely make the application, get the funds, and track it from there. How much? It is going to, for most small businesses, it's going to come into a calculation of a 2.5 factor times your average monthly payroll in 2019. And again, you can always return these funds. So in the next video, we're going to talk in more depth about how the terms of forgiveness work, and also a subsequent video to that on how some advice on forgiveness. To make it easier for you all, I'm going to keep the same t-shirt and purple tie on to tie all three of these videos together. Thanks everybody, we appreciate it. And just something to keep in mind, please check out localtogetherstronger.com, because together we are stronger. And please support your local small business. I don't think I also did introduce myself. Hey, this is Vaughn Long again. Check out another video for what I am as a tax guy. Thanks everybody, take care, bye-bye.